Greetings.
Mic on.
Greetings, everybody. I'm Omni024, and yes, I'm sorry, I'm getting set up here. So, give me a few more moments, I will be ready to stream in a minute. Let's make sure this is, no, that's not where I want to go. Make sure this is, alright, yep. No, that's not where I want to go. Yep. Hello, hello. Yep. Yep. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, make sure that's off. All right. I'll make sure that my decibel's a little bit louder. With this thing is I'm gonna put this up just a little bit louder. Two, okay. All right, can you hear me now? See, because I've been having sound problems with my headset lately. Like it makes things quiet, and then it makes things loud, and then I can't really hear anything. Right, can you hear me now? See, because I've been having sound problems with my headset lately. Like it makes things quiet, and then it makes things loud, and then I can't really hear anything. Right, so I don't want to be doing this not you not being able to hear me. So maybe I might up the decibels up a little bit more for this, because I can be kind of quiet at times, and I don't think that's good. All right,
Charge complete.
all right, so let me see if that actually helps out a bit. Let me see if that actually helps out a bit. Hello, hello, how you doing? Hey, what's up? What's going on? Hello, hello, how you doing? Hey, what's up? What's going on? Hello, hello, how you doing? Hey, what's up? What's going on? Okay, so let's get back to this. Great. So, if you remember correctly, we left off right here at Valeria's Shore. We were, we just beat that Insel monster. That Insel Path monster. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this last escort request right here. And then we're going to do the storyline. So, that means going to finding the Linde. And then, possibly, if we have the time, going and, taking out the sky bandits in general. So let's head out here. Take care of everything while I'm doing it. Because why not?
Seems you.
Hey man, whatever.
Oh, are we done all?
Hiya! Hiya, 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 hiya. Hiya, 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 hiya.
That's that. Let's move out.
Seems you came up. Oh, are we done all? Seems. Seems you came. Seems you came.
That's that. Let's move out.
Piece of cake.
Alright, so we need to locate Hart, and he's at the, Alright, so we need to locate Hart. He's at the Freedom Hotel ASAP. So I need to do this one. So let's do this one. Over to the hotel. The hotel has maintained a high level of popularity ever since it was established. It may be busy around here, but this hotel is my life. It is my role as the current manager to find a future manager who can sustain these traditions. Alright, well, right now we already talked to him. Pardon us, but are you Mr. Hart? Huh? Did you by any chance see my request on the bulletin board? Yep, that's right. Oh, you finally came. Well, I've been waiting around here forever. I need to get to Rouen ASAP, so I'm looking for an escort to take me to the Chrome Pass. What do you say? Do you think you can handle that? Yeah, sure. Boy, am I glad to hear that. You guys are like saviors. I hear the mountain trail has a lot of monsters, so I'm scared to walk it alone. What are you going to do after you reach the checkpoint? I've got the guild taking care of that too. I've got a bracer from the Wand branch coming to meet me there. Ah, I see. So what should we do now? Is everyone ready to go? No, I think we should meet up somewhere else later. We need to prepare for the trip. That's fine by me. I'll be waiting at the west gate, so once you're ready to go, please come find me. Let's see, the west gate, huh? So you mean by the mayor's residence. Okay then, let's get to work, shall we? Roger that. Ain't too much lag, just a little bit. Not much to prepare for, we just go there. Are you ready to go? Yep, we're good to go. Yep, we're good to go. Right, I'm ready myself. Alright then, I'll leave the rest up to you. The Crone Pass is to the west of here. It's pretty far, so let's not get careless along the way. Understood. Let's get going, shall we? Okay, let me see if there's any BP to be lost here. I think there is. Alright, so... Alright, so there is an option that says, I'm not going there. Right. Damn it. There is an option that says,
Seems you can.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, are we done already? Seems you came up.
All right, we're good to go. That's that. Let's move out.
Cool.
good to go. That's that. Let's move out. All right, we're good to go.
Yeah, we don't have enough. Eh, boy.
Someone's been naughty.
Just couldn't do it.
Here I come!
Let's do this!
Piece of cake!
Sharon needs to really up her, she needs to up her, like, attack a bit. Because I can't kill them without a strength boost. Or like a crit or something.
All right, we're good to go.
We're good to go!
Let's lose after getting petrified.
Cool! We're good to go!
All right, we're good to go.
Huh? What was that? I could have sworn something moved. Is this an ambush? What are we going to do? Calm down. We've got you covered. There are monsters to the front and the rear? Alright then, it's time to charge through the front. Charge through the front! Right, good call, Stowe. It could be dangerous if we get split up. Right. I'll take care of the monsters in the front. Okay.
Seems you came up short.
Alright, there's only a few of them left. Don't get careless. Not good. You gotta do better than that, man. Jeez. Phew! Somehow, we managed to get them all. Oh man, you guys really saved my hide. Hey, I told you everything was going to be alright tonight. I can't believe that we came out of this in one non-bloody piece. I gotta say, bracers are something else. That was amazing how you took care of those monsters just like that. When it comes to my skill with the staff, it's all over for these monsters. How about I give you a performance while we're at it? Alright, Estelle. Unfortunately, we'll have to pass. So how about another day? Let's clear out of here quickly. We could be attacked by monsters again if we sit here much longer. Yes, I'm in favor of leading. Let's go, go, go! I will not be a monster snack. I will not be a monster snack. I will not be a monster snack. Calm down, Estelle. Come on, Estelle. We're moving out. Tish, fine. The checkpoint is just up ahead, so let's be extra careful until we arrive there. Okay. We could heal Cheryl, though.
Oh, are we done all?
All right, we're good to go.
Well, it looks like we finally made it. Phew, this was a pretty rough climb, huh? Well, we can breathe easy now. I think your escort from Juan should be here at any time now. And speaking of the devil, look who's here! Good work, everyone! I'm Junior Bracer Melvin, registered with the Ravannue branch. Good work yourself. This is your client, Mr. Hort. Please make sure he gets to Ravannue safely. Will do. Just follow me, sir. I'll get you where you need to go. I'm your man. By ages, just how much coffee have you had, young man? But whatever, I'm counting on you to get me where I need to go. Alright, thanks for everyone. Thanks for getting me up here, everyone. Have a good one. Good luck with your work. Ha, right. I'm already late as it is, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, have a good day, fellow bracers. That guy was really over the top energy-wise. He said he was a junior bracer, right? Which means he's a trainee just like us working out of a branch. Yep, you're not the only ones. All junior bracers do that. They're working hard to become senior bracers. Oh man, it looks like I'm going to have to work harder. That's right. It wouldn't be right for us just to lie and share all the time. Haha, it looks like that bracer
Charge complete.
stimulated your motivation a bit, didn't he? Let's see now. How about we get back and report to the guild? Sky beings, huh? Sounds like a troublesome group. However, this time, General Morgan is spearheading the investigation. It's only a matter of time until he's got his bunch locked up behind bars. This is due to the rugged terrain which covers the Chrome Range. The Sky Beings may just be hiding around here somewhere, which is why the border garrison has already investigated this area on multiple occasions. On a normal day, we almost get no travelers coming through the steep pass here. The Sky Beings must be hiding around here somewhere. General Morgan has issued an order to bolster security in the surrounding area. That's because we still don't know where the Sky Beings are hiding. The mountainous areas are an especially good place for them to make a hideout. I need to tell my men to get squared away as well. Man, I'm sorry. Despite my appearance as a soldier to the Royal Army, I love to cook. I ought to get the chief's permission so I can cook here at the checkpoint. Just so you know, the traveler quarters are over there, so feel free to use them whenever you need. I'm sure he has permission to do it, since Alright, let's go back down the path. I'm going to check out, I'm going to turn in these bracer requests, these bracer jobs, and then I'm going to get on with the storyline.
We're good to go.
So let's head down the path here.
Oh, are we done already? Piece of cake. Oh, that's cool.
All right, we're good to go.
one hit point left. Man, really?
We're good to go.
That's that. Let's move out.
And there's that thing around here too, which it might not appear because actually not around here. That's fine. I don't need to deal with them right now.
That's that. Let's move out.
And it's good that he has like a lot of stuff and everything, but if I can't kill them with a max X crap, there's really no point.
We're good to go.
That's that. Let's move out. That's that. Let's move out.
All right, cool.
All right, we're good to go.
Seems you came up.
All right, we're good to go.
Piece of cake.
All right, we're good to go.
Alright, let's go back to the guild real fast. let's turn this on. Okay, so this escort request was 4+1 mirror. Let's make sure that is the case. Ravannue Trail and Village escort request. Yep. New Intel Path Monster 5 BP. Current rank Junior Brazier 6th class. Good work. It looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back in if you have anything else to report. Alright. So, let me just make sure. Okay, so that was 4+1. And that was 5. So, got everything that we needed to get. Okay. Plus we got that one. Which was 4. And you really need that one. So now it's time to go up to Ravannue Village. So let's save this here. Talk to everybody. Everybody's talked to in the general area. Going to Hocking Gate, whatever else. It is time to go.
Seems you can. Seems you came up short.
All right, we're good to go. That's that. Let's move out.
Seems you can. We're good to go.
Alright, gotta make sure that switch is back on. Sorry about that.
That's that. Let's move out.
Seems you can.
Huh? Oh. Charizard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incidents? No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius, right? Taken hostage? Ha ha ha! Don't make me laugh! That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you've got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Haha. Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You wouldn't try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy, Charizard. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. Ha! I'll keep those words in mind. Oh, right, Charizard. Was it you who took care of that monster near the line? Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me. It was us. Ha! I don't think any number of trainees would have made much difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for those Sky Bandits. Later. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see. So that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Crossner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, why doesn't he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past I can't go into. And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Ravannue Village.
That's that. Let's move out. All right, we're good to go.
I don't know if Iki actually goes to the guild. I ain't gotta find out. I have to go down here though. Without running into any monsters. Yeah, running the monsters.
Piece of cake.
I can see though. not going all the way up the... Yeah, okay. He's not here. And I'm not gonna bother trying to find him, even if he is around.
All right, we're good to go. That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. Huh? Are you guys visitors? If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just up that hill in the back of the village. Though he hasn't come over recently, I wonder if something happened. The village is close to the border and was one of the first places to be occupied during the war. There were so many victims back then, and the deep wounds in people's hearts still have yet to heal over. The village is close to the border. Yeah. It is indeed close to the border. I need some of these. Eventually we'll need some of these. Might as well buy them. Let's see, how much are they? Yeah, I'll buy a few more. Some luscious oranges and some ripe apples. I'd like to recommend the Swings Juice in the bar on the second floor if I could. Please give it a try if you'd like. Welcome! If you're here for a drink, I recommend that you try our various types of fruit wines. Our ingredients are the freshest and finest in all the borough. That sounds great, but if you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it? Yes, that's right. We just opened this place recently. I hope you'll come visit us often. So what's the recommended item on the menu right now? Let's see, the pomegranate wine and apricot tart said is delightful. Shara, shouldn't we be investigating things first? And that's exactly what we're doing. Speaking with local residents can net us some information as well. And you don't need to be in such a hurry. I wonder if she's really serious about what she says. Ha, who knows, but whenever it comes to her and alcohol, her credibility isn't that great. Have a bite to eat, something to drink, and when you get tired, take a rest downstairs at the inn. Alright, so let's see, buy Yeah, so we haven't bought any of that yet. And we haven't bought any of this yet. But we will now learn the recipes for this. So let's go to here, items. Apple ice cream. Get it over. And you can drink some fresh juice. Alright, cool. So now we know fresh juice and apple ice cream, which fruity ice cream with tartness of fresh apples. And we know that now, so we know a whole bunch of stuff right now, which is really good. We know about, I say we know about like, probably about a third of the menu. Hold on, I gotta be right back. I gotta use the bathroom again. Excuse me, 1 second.
Mic off. Mic on.
I hath returned. Alright, sorry about that. Let's finish speaking to these villagers right here. And we will get on with it. If you're looking for my husband, he's always in the orchard. Even when I call him for meals, he ends up coming an hour later. And by that time, his meal is already cold. If you're looking for my husband, he's always in the orchard. But even when I call him for meals, he ends up coming an hour later. Have you visited the gravesite here in the village? The large tombstone is dedicated to the victims who died in the 100 Days' War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of the fighting. And even today, I still see that horrific scene sometimes in my dreams. Have you ever visited the gravesite here in the village? The large tombstone is dedicated to the victims who died in the 100 Days' War. I've been growing fruit here ever since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. My husband Pesca is really dedicated to his research. He works by day in the orchard and researches various means of cultivation by night. I moved to this village a number of years ago because I wanted to be an orchard farmer. I even purchased a new set of orbital farming equipment, which I've been studying now to use all my life. I'm going to grow and produce more fruit than anyone else. I moved to this village a number of years ago because I wanted to be an orchard farmer. I even purchased a new set of orbital farming equipment, which I've been studying now how to use all my life. I'm actually looking to get out of the orchard business and start again as a merchant bosay. But there are still a number of problems hanging over this village. And if I can't find a way to resolve them, I just won't be able to leave this place with a clear conscience. That's why my wife and son have gone ahead to bosay without me. I'm actually looking to get out of the orchard business and start again as a merchant in bosay. My wife and son have already gone ahead to bosay and are waiting there for me. There we go. Nobody believes me. It wasn't a dream either. Nobody believes me. That's the boy we actually have to talk to, but we are not going to be able to talk to him yet because we have to go talk to the village elder first. So, that's that woman's house. Probably gonna actually talk to the villagers. Here will rest the souls of the 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Leaf, Abel, Nicole, Willem, Harina, and Misha. May you all rest with the goddess. Alright. The heat of flame burning flesh, and charred smell of blackened bones. Amidst the screams and cries of the villagers and their children, no matter how many years pass, the terrible events of the war remain ingrained in my mind. Speaking of the war, I saw that young man for the first time in years. If he'd let me know he was coming, I could have cleaned up the house for him. I see you're all together. What brings you all up here today? Are you here for a visit? No, not exactly. We're actually here on business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine. Ho ho, things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's about it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged features. Huh? What's wrong, sir? It's nothing, really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually, we're in the middle of investigating an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really? Is that so? Why, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children in the village here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do then is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. Louis should be here somewhere in the village. The village is rather small, so I'm sure you'll be able to find him without any trouble. Speaking of the war, I saw that young man for the first time in years. If he'd let me know he was coming, I could have cleaned up the house for him. I think she was talking about this house. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, we already bought all this stuff. Okay. We don't need to do it again. Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. Are you guys visitors? If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just up the hill in the back of the village. So, he doesn't say anything. They don't say anything different. He might say something different. Nah. Okay, so he doesn't say anything different. We have to go up and talk to Louie. So that's just what we are going to do. Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no. We're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like agate? I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me. Especially because you're a girl. Ugh. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with a staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Wow, that's amazing! It's like a tornado! I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. How about another amazing demonstration with my staff? Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louie by chance? Yeah. But how do you know my name? We heard from the village elder. He said that you saw some kind of flying shadow. You think you could tell us a little more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember? Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night, when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw two shadows? Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes. That's consistent with an airliner and a sky-beam airship, if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the two shadows just kept on flying north, until I couldn't see them anymore. So north there's a trail that continues behind the village, and leads to an old septic mine which was abandoned some time ago. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have been dreaming. I must have just been dreaming. But when they laughed at me like I didn't, and then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. Oh, boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Ah, enough of that. You're a boy, right? The boys don't cry. We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're going to prove it. Really? Don't worry straight. You can just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. Haha. As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village and see what we can find. The two soldiers I saw flying in the sky went north until the two shadows I saw flying in the sky went north until I couldn't see them anymore. I know I wasn't dreaming. One second. Man. Have something stuck in their teeth and they're like, man, I'm trying to get it out of it. These youngins' way of cultivation are nothing less than crude. Think about production instead of quality of taste. It's utterly deplorable in every sense of the word. I think it's just that it's as my husband says, Ray just misunderstands us. I think if we had a chance to really sit down and talk to him, we would understand where we're coming from. Ray and Pesca were at each other's throats again today. Ray has been growing fruit well before orchard cultivation spread throughout the village. And it's thanks to him that we were able to re-establish the village after the mine shut down. Maybe that's why he's not very flexible. There are a number of things that he's unwilling to budge on. Ray thinks that the only reason why I want to use machines is so that I can be lazy. He completely understands me. I think we should use a number of cultivation technologies to improve the process. I wonder if Louis is still off crying somewhere by himself. I know he told me he saw a shadow flying through the air the other night, but any normal person would think he mistook an animal for what he saw. I wonder if Louis is still off crying somewhere by himself. I know he told me he saw a shadow flying through the air the other night. It sure did. My husband is still as stiff as a board and stuck in his ways. In fact, he may just be stuck in his old ways until the day he dies. It seems like recently my husband has had a difference of opinion with one of the young men in the village. I hope he doesn't get on the bad side of all the young people because of it. Oh boy, I really wish, I hope that nobody else... I think it's partly Louis' fault that people don't believe him. When he first talked about seeing some suspicious silhouettes, he said he thought they were dragons. And dragons are creatures from ancient times, right? So saying something like that is not going to help people believe her story. I think it's just like he says. I've heard that when our fathers were children, there was a dragon still around here somewhere. I'd love to see a dragon for real, even if only just one time. I've heard that when our fathers were children, there was a dragon still around here somewhere. I'd love to see a dragon for real, even if it's just one time. Even young children were victims of the 100 Days War. It still pains me today when I think about it. When it becomes the right season, people can come and experience picking fresh fruit from the trees. Did you hear that, Joshua? We can come here and pick fruit. Can we come here again sometime so we can gorge ourselves on all the good stuff around here? I should have figured you'd say something like that, Estelle. Anyway, I think it's a little early for that. Yeah, that's right. It'll still be another several months before the fruit is ripe. Why do you have to go and say something like that? I got all excited for nothing. Well, let's at least come back again when it's picking season, okay? And when we don't have a job to do. Whatever you say, Estelle. Didn't you say the same thing about shopping at Bose? Ha ha ha! When it comes to the right season, people can come and experience picking fresh fruit from the trees. I wonder if I should increase the number of dishes that use fruit in them. I'll have to discuss this with Apple later. Okay. See, the silhouette that Louis saw flying in the sky. I wonder if it could be him. No, it couldn't be. It's been decades since everyone last saw him. It's a daily routine for me and my husband to pay our respects to the deceased. We don't ever want those who lost their lives during the war to feel like they have been forgotten. Alright, so let's see. I think that is everybody that we talked to. I want to see something real fast. I'm gonna go save it here. See if anybody else is see if anybody else's dialogue has changed. If it has, I have to go talk to everybody then. No, I do not want to actually fight these guys though. I do not want to fight these guys. I doubt everybody's let's see. Yeah, nothing changed here. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's head up the trail then. Gonna head up the trail here.
Let's move out.
Piece of cake.
That's that. Let's move out.
We're good to go.
That's that. Let's move out.
Piece of cake.
That's that. Let's move out.
Seems. Oh, are we done already?
Oh, that does kind of like a. That's kind of like, whoa, what the heck?
Oh, are we done already?
I already got that.
That's that. Let's move out.
The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. This looks like the entrance to an abandoned mine. It kind of reminds me of the Mega Mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently, which means that there's no possibility that the Sky Being has entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp. You know that? I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It's probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you ever think about doing that? For now, we better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He might have the key. You're no fun, Shara. This gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Gotta go back. Get the key from me.
Seems you can't. Oh, are we done all?
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, are we done already? Seems you.
Louis seems to be rather upset. I wonder what's wrong. I don't think my husband is wrong in his opinions, because the fact is, he grows the most delicious fruit in the entire region. That said, I don't think it would hurt to try accepting new ways of growing fruit. Pesca relies too much on these orbit-run machines. And look what's brought him. Fruit that tastes much less delicious than mine. I just don't know how I feel about shipping out something like that from Ravannue Village. Look what Pesca's machines have brought him. Fruit that tastes much less delicious than mine. I don't know how I feel about shipping out something like that from Ravannue Village. I get what Gray is trying to say, but I think that Pesca has the best idea. I think we should sit down and discuss this, as it really is important to the whole village. If we don't take care of this problem now, I'll be left with a bad aftertaste, and I won't be able to go to Bose. But I should suggest to the village elder that we sit down and talk about orchard cultivation policies. It's not like I want to turn everything into a mechanized cultivation. To begin with, orchard cultivation is difficult to do with machines anyway. Even if we used orbital machines to help us out, a large portion of the work would still rely on things done by hand. As it seems, we don't have enough people here in the village to do everything by hand. This is why I think we should use machines where we need them. I've tried to speak with Gray about this a number of times, but he stubbornly insists that I'm wrong without even looking into the facts. I really love raising fruit myself, so I'm glad that I came along with my husband. It's been a while coming, but gradually we've been able to confide in the other villagers. But Gray is someone we've never been able to get close to. I really love raising fruit myself, so I'm glad that I came along with my husband. It's been a while coming, but gradually we've been able to confide in the other villagers. But Gray is someone we've never been able to get close to. I guess that's something you're gonna have to resolve on your own. There we go. Ah, he's not there anymore. I heard this from Louis, so don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. But aren't you guys from the Bracer Guild? That's awesome. So even girls can be bracers too, huh? I always thought that you couldn't be a bracer unless you were tough as like 8. Hey, hi you guys. Did you find something else? I can't say for sure, but I don't think the thing you saw was a dream. Really? We're going to do a little more investigating, so please come give us a bit longer to see what we come up with. Okay, good luck you guys. Good luck you guys. So what's Vince's new theory now? This is the time for us women to shine. Even Laura's wife is the queen of the house. And for heaven's sakes, we even have Her Majesty the Queen. Yep, I think women have just equal rights as anybody else. I had my own store in the Bose market at one time. However, I feel more comfortable in my hometown. Unfortunately, this place is out of the way, and sometimes it's difficult to get products in stock. I have fond memories of the times I had in the Bose market, and I learned a lot there. Oh, man, excuse me. Alright. I know I'm a bit shy, but I love doing this job. I get people from all over with interesting stories about the world. And it makes me feel all warm and tingly inside just hearing them. I'm so happy when someone who stayed here before comes back again. I know I'm a bit shy, but I love doing this job. Well, if it isn't nice. Oh, hi, Sherazade. Don't tell me you're here on the job with the guild, too. Actually, yeah. It seems like we're all bogged down with work, huh? One more thing, Sherazade. The region has become really dangerous recently. Make sure to be careful. I started this place with my childhood friend Apple. Of course, I was the one who invited her to join me in this venture. She's a bit of an introvert, so I wasn't sure if she was up for it, but she was surprisingly eager to give it a shot. Okay. Alright. Alright, so they're upset about the whole Apple thing. They're upset at him, the old guy. As the old guy will not bend to anything. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go up here. Are you looking for my husband? Since it's this time of day, I'm sure he's up at the gravesite on the hill. Oh yeah, he's up there. So this is where you are, Elder Ryson. Oh, it's you young breachers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. Haha. There is no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Alright, there was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course, I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above will be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, though. I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louie's story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out, just in case. So would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key to that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh, right here. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Received a being mine key. Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ryzen. This really will help a lot. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracelet Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor. Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. I hope you managed to find what you're looking for in the mine. Please let me know if you find anything. When the mine was in use, the village enjoyed a period of economic growth. In fact, this place was so lively with miners and merchants, you could have almost called it a small city instead of a town. However, following the war, this place became quite lonely. When the mine was in use, the village enjoyed a period of economic growth. The fact this place was so lively with miners and merchants, you could almost call it a small city instead of a town. However, following the war, this place became quite lonely. Alright, so they don't change their Alright, well, okay, they don't say anything different. Nobody says anything different. Time to head up here now. See if we can find this Linde. Find the airships.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Get up a minute.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright.
All right, we're good to go.
Oh, are we done already? Seems
All right, we're good to go.
seems you came up. Oh, are we done already?
that? Let's move out.
Piece of cake!
The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder. Using a abandoned mine key. Phew, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky units, but I can definitely sense monsters in there. Everyone stay alert.
Cool! Piece of cake! Come on!
All right, we're good to go.
That was a bit No, I'm not going there up there yet. That's the way up.
Piece of cake!
All right, we're good to go.
That's a loop. That's a loop. This just goes up to here. Man, it's bright in here. Huh? Isn't that the... Quiet, still. It looks like we've hit the jackpot. Oh, boy. Oh, there it is. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food, provisions, and valuables. And hurry up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that, Kyle. Got it, Kyle. Okay, Kyle. Understood, Kyle. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there! Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived! Huh? The League of... what? You bonehead! Why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. You're the ones who Josette had a run-in with back and relent. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can't be right. We're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else being deployed? So you're not involved with the others then? Huh? Then that simplifies things. Let's get them, boys! Why?
That's that then. Let's move out.
Ow! You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. Ha ha! You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourselves? League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team, then? You're dead. Look out! What is this? You've gotta be kidding me! Another smoke screen? Ha 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 ha! It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live with that. Later, racers. Ow, ow, ow! Some of it got my eyes! Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shara. Quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away, too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, well. You sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliners, so how about we take a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. We don't have time to be looking anywhere else. Right now, our first priority should be investigating the airliner. Oh, there it is. We found it. We found the missing Linde. Now to look inside. Wow, it's pretty barren here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Beacon has managed to take off a roll. At least, judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Here's a lift car. It looks like the same type as those at the landing port. The Sky Beans probably use this to move the cargo. There is a cargo lift car. I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine and control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped. There's an orbital engine. There is an orbital engine control panel. The orbital energy appears to have completely stopped. It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other
Charge complete.
circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. It doesn't look like anyone's been in this chair for quite some time. Here's a steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. There's a steering wheel used to control the rudders. This poor potted plant doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plant murderers. It probably hasn't been watered for days. The plant is slightly molded. It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. Light is shining from the outside. Alright, so we have to actually do a thorough investigation of this place. Alright, so we haven't checked everything yet. Let's check up here. I don't think we did, actually. No real place to go here. Okay. We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandit's airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think that the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits have made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why did they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to sort the cargo, move the hostages, then steal the orbital engine, keep clear of the Royal Army's search party, ditch the Linde, because keep the location of because their hideout is somewhere weird. It's the best option to go by. Sorry about that. Yes, that's exactly right. For my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 or 15 Oregon size. In short, a peculiar place in which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandit's hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the Army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us that we should go crawling back to the Army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the Army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to the Lungren. We should be able to contact the Hawk and Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Huh? What the heck? Great. Now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What in the world? What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling sky beings? Can't you see the shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. General Morgan? Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Hemp! It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Well, wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly! Alright, men, take them into custody! The general will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early, if I remember correctly." Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who was leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Huh? Did you say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to? It's you, isn't it, Oliver? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think that we meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Well, why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done, and I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Haha, come on now. Let's not be like that. I'll fill you all in on the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Beausay market, and then moved on to the Aunt Rose restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurat. That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. Ha, a musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Oliver. Yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I'd had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious, in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a little bottle of wine, which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's a legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City. Oh, aren't you well informed? I had heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. For 500,000 Mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Oliver? Ah, such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. That its sweet smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to catch the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? Do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a z, a and a and even a assuredly misheard idiot coming from your soul. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Hey, you three, get up! Man, I'm tired. What's wrong? What are you trying to tell us? What are you trying to tell us? We're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? Well, why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Mayor Mabel? Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mayor Mabel herself. From Mabel herself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Mabel stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morden. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Linde. You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Relent. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? Haha! It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scandal! Ha ha ha! How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. What could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. Of course. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable! How pitiful! Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still there? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there is not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Ha! Indeed, that is I! Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I've received it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. Ha ha ha! You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to at least be a lawsuit. Ha ha ha! Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that green Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Ha! Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mirror. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant, per our contract, to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Ha! Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a second. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as you can count on the army as long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Ha! Of course I don't mind. I never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in both cities' south block. The weapons shop and oil factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So this was the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I say, I guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again, but I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alright, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Alright. This is... I think we are done for the day. Yeah, I think we're gonna be done for the day. So I'm gonna save it here. We are gonna take care of the Sky Bandits tomorrow. Do some. We don't really only have one extra quest to do, and that is gonna take place in the Sky Bandits area. Anyway, we have a lot to cover, so I'd rather do that tomorrow. Yeah, probably a good idea. So and yeah, I'm gonna have to make dinner in like a few hours from now. I don't really have the time to start this up again, so I'm gonna save it here. And I actually did save it here. I'm going to say thank you for joining me for yet another live rendition of Trails in the Sky. And there's a picture of Juan. Okay, so yes, we found the Linde. Everything's pretty good now. So found the Linde. We have to track down the Sky Bandits and find the hostages. That will be tomorrow, I think. That will be tomorrow. And game is getting good. Game is getting good. I mean, yeah. We'll see what happens as things go, as things happen. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all later. Thank you. It's Omni024 signing off, saying thank you and have a nice rest of the day. See you later.